Hey everybody, welcome back to the second hour of tonight's RWL Rage in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I'm Myron Schimmelman, in case you didn't know. Christy Ogilvie is here with me, and Don Hickson will be back to call the next match. But first, I wanted to tell you folks about something interesting that happened today. The lightning-fast Tony Dangerous, RWL's resident superhero, came into the office to talk to me after he talked to both general managers. And he's got a message for the fans. So let's listen to what the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous has to say.
So, citizens of the United States and watching at home, I spoke to the officials of RWL Wrestling today, and I told them about the grave injustices that are going on in this company. How people are being attacked from behind, how people are being robbed out of the opportunities that they were given. That is why I have asked them personally to allow me to bring in the Legion of Liberty here in the RWL to maintain law and order. Because in these dangerous times, they call for dangerous measures.
The Legion of Liberty? What do you suppose that means? Well, anyway, I digress. Let's get on to the next match, the opening match of the second hour, as X-Pac of Bell Unlimited, accompanied by Too Short Popeye Scott Bell, takes on the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Welcome back, fans. Our second half opening match set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Too Short Popeye, Scott Bell, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 221 pounds, here's X-Pac.
Boy, I'd like to shank that little weasel. No, let's have none of that. Myron, honestly, X-Pac, making his first appearance after quite some time here in RWL. One of the low men on the totem pole of Bell Unlimited. And he is set to go up against the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous, and that is going to be a tall order for Mr. X-Pac, Mr. Six, Mr. Sean Waltman, Mr. 123 Kid, whatever the hell he calls himself these days. I call him a piece of Myron, if you don't mind.
Hey, Myron, honey, just take it easy. It's gonna be all right. No way is X-Pac even in Tony Dangerous's league, man. Believe me, no crying in your car tonight.
I sure hope not.
His opponent from Statinopolis, weighing in 195 pounds, the lightning-fast Tony Dangerous.
Mr. Lightning Fast, a former multi-time champion. And I'm not sure what he meant by the Legion of Liberty, but he's certainly got something cooked up. He's got something cooked up all right. He's going to bring in a bunch of new people, probably during the fall. Don't be surprised if we get more than one superhero. He starts breeding.
Tony's already partnered with the Hurricane a few times. So we're talking more than just the Hurricane.
We are talking more than just the Hurricane here. There's going to be a lot more, like I said, new people. So I don't know exactly what that entails. That's the front office, that's the two general managers, that's their deal. Well, let's see if Tony Dangerous can put behind his recent loss to Gary Galaxy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. The men come center ring. X-Pac swings with a right, nails Tony with a right, a left, and another. Tony Dangerous locks up. X-Pac whips into the far right corner. Whoa, shoulder tackle. Look at this. The athleticism of the lightning fast Tony Dangerous at play here. Look at this. Whoa, are you kidding me? Off the top rope, post to post, from one turnbuckle to the other, and then follows it up with a moonsault and a cover. One. Well, just a one. But what a display in the first 30 seconds of this matchup. Tony rebounds off the ropes, catches him with another moonsault across the back, follows it up with an elbow drop. The lightning fast one, always a blast to watch. X-Pac going for a quick cover here. 1, 2, well, a near fall. But I'm not sure how that happened. Tony Dangerous rolls out of the ring. X-Pac waiting right there for him. A chop, a right, a kick to the midsection, and a spin kick that takes Tony down to the canvas, and there's that vulgar display from X-Pac as Tony Dangerous gets to his feet. Too short. Popeye Scott Bell has already disengaged the turnbuckle in the far left corner. X-Pac with a kick sets Tony up with a neckbreaker. Too short. Popeye Scott Bell up to his old tricks as usual. This time against Tony Dangerous. Look at just what a display right there. Beautiful tilting roll, but too close to the wrist for a submission. Tony taking on X-Pac as he makes his way to a standing position on the apron. A hard right, but countered by X-Pac quickly back into the ring. Tony Dangerous caught up, whipped to the, right into the steel, into the chest. Oh my, here's a cover. 1, 2, another near fall, but a very near fall. X-Pac with a rolling elbow across the chest of the lightning fast Tony Dangerous. Tony again into that turnbuckle. The second time the referee needs to go fix that. And look at this, too short Popeye bringing in a steel chair. This man is disgusting. Willie Johnson dispatching the chair. He needs to address that turnbuckle before Tony Dangerous meets it again. X-Pac rounds up Tony again. And one more time, and this is a vulgar display. X-Pac going to work on a down. Tony Dangerous was taking 3 trips into that turnbuckle. Look at this right here, wheelbarrow DDT from the lightning fastman and a double stomp to the midsection. Whoa, Tony Dangerous. It's payback time. Look at this right here. Top rope moonsault to X-Pac. Tony nails him with a kick to the back. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2, but on again. Just a 2. I would really like to see Tony Dangerous put this one away before it's too late. There's a knee to the head. Scott Bell and his people do not play fair. X-Pac with a running dropkick, but Tony Dangerous has taken 3 shots to that exposed steel already. A hard right from X-Pac takes Tony down again. Tony quickly shoving him away. Quickly back up on his feet with a kick to the side and a stomp to the back. The momentum has been back and forth in this one so far. Finally, Willie Johnson fixing that turnbuckle. Tony Dangerous. A headbutt right into the lower abdomen, and I do mean lower. Another inch lower, he'd be singing soprano. Tony Dangerous on the top turnbuckle, waiting for X-Pac to stand up, and it's too short. Popeye again. Here's a chop to the top of the head from Tony Dangerous. Scott Bell has once again exposed the steel on that top left turnbuckle. Tony with a kick to the midsection. Sets up X-Pac, has him all the way up. X-Pac counters with a couple of rights, gets out of danger there. Gets a hold of Tony Dangerous, pitches him towards the corner barricades, and lands a leg drop right across the throat of the lightning fast one. The referee counting as Tony Dangerous seizes X-Pac by the scruff of the neck and rolls him back inside. Tony over the top rope and back into the ring now. X-Pac with a counter, back up on his feet, and takes down Tony Dangerous with an elbow. X-Pac whips, again. He's going to have to see the doctor after this, no matter what kind of superhero he is. X-Pac fires up Tony. There's a clothesline. There's a second. Tony swings and misses and catches a kick right to the face. Tony Dangerous gets covered. 1, 2. Oh no. Tony getting up that right shoulder before the count of 3. X-Pac just having way too much fun and having too much assistance from Scott Bell. Misses with the leg drop. Tony rebounds off the middle rope, and check this out. Wheelbarrow face buster. Wow. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. And again. X-Pac getting the left shoulder up. There's a stomp to the face. Tony Dangerous probably beginning to lose patience here as X-Pac starts to open up again. Here's a kick to the midsection from Tony. Tony walks up. X-Pac has an up snap suplex, and look at this. A little page out of the Eddie Guerrero playbook, the Three Amigos. As Willie Johnson has corrected that turnbuckle again. He needs to eject Scott Bell and get him the hell out of there. Tony Dangerous catches a kick from X-Pac. They lock up again. Oh, Hurricane Rana. From X-Pac to Tony Dangerous. The lightning fast one catches a kick to the back. And now X-Pac, again with the momentum starting to go to work here. He rounds up Tony. Tony sweeps the leg. Walks away, turns his back on X-Pac, charges. Catches an elbow. They lock up again. Right into the referee. A hard right from X-Pac. Tony quickly takes him down by the leg. Goes behind, rear waist lock, a hard shot to the back. Whipped over the top rope and out onto the apron, and there's a hard right, and there's another, but X-Pac counters. Whoa, and Enziguri seals the deal. X-Pac on the outside, joined by Tony Dangerous. So thumbs up for the fans here in Hamilton, Ontario, as referee Willie Johnson initiates the count. Oh, a spinning leg drop. And a stomp to the face. Well, certainly Tony Dangerous perceiving X-Pac to be a definite bad guy. And you know what superheroes do to bad guys. Oh, here we go. Speaking of bad guys, Scott Bell getting into it with X-Pac. Getting into it with Tony Dangerous, while X-Pac recuperates. Finally back up to a standing position here. Scott Bell distracts him long enough for X-Pac to nail the Hurricane Rana. X-Pac gathers him up again. Pitches him towards the corner barricades and takes himself back inside. There we go, Scott Bell stalking Tony Dangerous. He tried to grab him. X-Pac with another spinning elbow to Tony Dangerous. Tony escorted to the top far right turnbuckle. Head first he goes. Tony counters, blocks it, delivers a kick, but catches a running bulldog from X-Pac. This one's been wild. Tony catching a hard series of rights, a kick to the midsection, and a face buster, the X Factor. That is it. 1, 2, no, not even a 2. Tony Dangerous kicking out of the X Factor. And now X-Pac frustrated, starting to unload with hard right hands to the head of the lightning fast one. Tony rolls out to the floor. X-Pac egging him on, trying to get him back in the ring here. Over the top rope, and oh, man, did you see that? X-Pac turning himself into a human missile. Misses with the elbow, though. Tony Dangerous gets a hold of him. Oh, we've seen that before. Dangerous measures. Definitely not a good way to go. Double leg drop. Again to the lower abdomen of X-Pac. Tony gets a hold of him. Rolls him back inside the ring. Finally some order restored here. Tony Dangerous moves in, delivers a stomp to the back. And here we go again. Scott Bell getting into it with Tony Dangerous, allowing X-Pac time to recuperate. And he's standing right on up as Tony Dangerous delivers a dropkick as the exclamation point to his discussion. X-Pac counters with a kick, misses with the stomp. Tony Dangerous. Both men missed their moves. Look at that. Tony off the middle rope, another beautiful crossbody. And now Tony Dangerous taking himself topside. He's getting ready to fly, and here it goes. Boom! Beautiful frog splash. Willie Johnson right there. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Tony Dangerous defeating X-Pac by pinfall.
The time was 10 minutes and 1 second. Your winner, lightning fast Tony Dangerous.
That was amazing, y'all. Tony really took the fight to that weasel-ass X-Pac. But that damn too short. I can't blame you for how you feel about him, Myron. He's a tool. But that don't matter now. Tony wailed on that skinny punk. Just like I told you, see?
Yeah, you were right. I guess I should have, been a little more optimistic. It's just that he gets under my skin.
And so Tony Dangerous picks up an impressive win over X-Pac, and we'll be back with more RWL Rage right after this. Up next on Rage Ladies Division competition as Tamina Snuka returns to RWL as she faces the bodyguard to American Power's Sister Golden Hair, managed by MJ Ferrantino.
This next ladies division match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, hailing from the Pacific Islands, here is Tamina Snuka.
Well, if you had to sum up the career of Tamina Snuka in RWL, Myron, you'd have to use one word. It would be sporadic.
That's true. She's lost damn near every match she's ever had. She lost to Paddy Powers, Danielle Vitko, even to Sylvia Strong. She lost a 2 out of 3 falls no rules match to Mountain Fiji, too.
Given that she's lost single matches to American Power, she's certainly motivated to get Sister Golden Hair.
Her opponent, along with Matthew James Ferrantino from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, she is Sister Golden Hair.
She's more than just a perky little mop-top blondie. SGH has shown some pretty serious aptitude in the ring. While she really hasn't had any bad conflicts so far, only just losing her last match to Mickie James, Tamina already knows SGH is affiliated with American Powers. And that's definitely gonna motivate her to get this win over AP's hand-picked bodyguard. But she's got a track record that says she might not be able to pull it off. Guys, I'm going with Golden Hair, even if she did drop her last match with Mickie James. I just like her odds. That's all I know.
Tell you what else. She's a hell of a lot more charismatic than Tamina.
And while that's true, Myron, charisma don't win wrestling matches. Let's see how this goes. Referee Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. They come center ring. Tamina taken down almost at once by Sister Golden Hair. SGH sets up a flip over neck whip on Tamina. Followed, Tamina counters, back up on her feet. Countered again by Sister Golden Hair. Locked up and forced against the ropes. We have a clinch and the referee interceding here. They lock up again and once more into the corner and pressed is Tamina Snuka one more time. Tom Kanamura gonna have to get in there and break it up. We've got a clean break. They lock up once more. They're tussling. Tamina shoves her back, catches an arm drag. MJ Ferrantino liking what he sees so far. Tamina with a kick to the midsection. Sister Golden Hair whipped to the ropes. And whoa, Samoan drop right in the middle of the ring. Sister Golden Hair with a quick counter into a dragon screw. Tamina gathered up again. A couple of right forearms, a slap to the face. Whoa, a backbreaker and a neckbreaker together. Well now, Tamina whips Golden Hair to the ropes again, makes the duck under, ducks under a second time, delivers an elbow to the face, taking Sister Golden Hair down to the mat. Another arm drag from SGH as she gathers up Tamina. Tamina pitched over the top rope out onto the floor, practically at the feet of MJ Ferrantino. And Sister Golden Hair getting a little bit of fan love here as she decides to step out, start the count all over again, misses with the kick. Tamina Snuka with a fireman's carry from Sister Golden Hair. Look at this, a quick counter from Tamina, gets back inside the ring, a forearm, a kick from Sister Golden Hair, and a crucifix. Followed up with a stomp. Sister Golden Hair firmly in control of things, practically from the opening bell. Smashes Tamina's back into the turnbuckles and pitches her out towards center ring. And now just standing there, supremely confident, and why not, Tamina Snuka seems practically helpless. Tamina back up to her feet, slammed right back down on her head. Sister Golden Hair moves in. The daughter of the Superfly nails her with a jawbreaker, catches a kick to the midsection. Tamina whips Golden Hair to the ropes again. Another elbow takes her down the canvas as Tamina Snuka tries to regain control of this burning house with a thimble full of water. A jawbreaker from Golden Hair and a beautiful tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana Followed up with another stomp. Sister Goldenhair drags Tamina towards center, covers and hooks the leg. One, but only one. Tamina Snuka still in the game, but not very well. A drop kick to the back of the head from Sister Goldenhair. A counter, an arm drag from Tamina. Goldenhair gets a hold of her again. A slap of the hand away. Tamina has her up. Backbreaker. Tamina Snuka rounds up Sister Goldenhair once more, but again, Goldenhair slips her grip. Clothesline over the top rope, out onto the floor yet again. Sister Goldenhair firmly in control of this matchup, and Tamina Snuka. Tamina catches a hurricane run on the outside. Goldenhair rounds her up. A running bulldog face first into the floor. Man. Sister Goldenhair, a slap across the face. Tamina puts a stop to it and delivers a clothesline. I think she's had just about enough. Gets back inside the ring. Matthew James Ferrantino watching his client carefully. Goldenhair with a Russian leg sweep on Tamina Snuka. Tamina catches a leg drop. SGH gathers her up by her hair. And look at this, a stump puller. Possible submission. The referee monitoring Tamina Snuka. Sister Goldenhair pulling back for all she's worth, but Tamina escapes the hold. Quickly countered again. Another beautiful kick from Sister Goldenhair. Tamina Snuka rounded up for a belly-to-belly suplex. And she is down. Look at this, Sister Goldenhair with nothing to do. With Tamina Snuka absolutely powerless. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Almost a 3. The referee being taken to task on his count by Sister Goldenhair. Tamina Snuka powering out of that last pin at the last possible second. Goldenhair stalking Tamina again. Sets her up. Look at this. Pump handle suplex from Sister Goldenhair. Tamina Snuka probably out to lunch here as Goldenhair covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and well, now talk about a dominant performance. Sister Goldenhair defeats Tamina Snuka by pinfall. Let's get the official count.
The time was 5 minutes and 37 seconds. And your winner, Sister Goldenhair.
Well, fans, if you elect to watch this match a second or third time, you'll realize Tamina Snuka never had a chance. Sister Goldenhair was all over her like sand on the ocean floor.
Tamina mounted some offense a little bit here and there, but she never really got anything going. Sister Goldenhair established control, practically from the word go.
That was the key for SGH. Establishing control of the match, and Tamina right away. I'm sure Tamina Snuka is more than just a little annoyed. And I know I would be too, if I was the daughter of the legendary Superfly and performed that poorly. I know it ain't too cool to say, but Tamina, she stunk up the ring tonight. Wonder how her pops must feel.
Whoa, well, there's certainly a thought. Christy, my goodness. In any case, Sister Goldenhair picking up a win over Tamina Snuka, which apparently isn't very hard to do. Ladies and gentlemen, tag team action with the Road Warriors when we return.
Hi fans, Aria Mitchell, Rage Ring announcer here. Well, all summer long, RWL has brought the excitement with this year's Sweet Revenge Summer Tour. But all good things must come to an end, and some endings are just new beginnings. Join us Monday, September 1st, as we begin the road towards December's year-ending Memphis Million with RWL Labor Day Slamathon. That's Monday, Labor Day, September 1st. We'd love to see you there.
Up next on RWL Rage, Legends Division Tag Team Competition with Akira Tozawa and Shinsuke Nakamura joining forces once again to face Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
Oh hey, that's different.
The following Legends Division Tag Team match is scheduled for one fall, with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 405 pounds, both from Tokyo, Japan, the team of Akira Tozawa and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Alright, well, these two Japanese imports have been impressing the hell out of RWL fans for quite some time now. The master of Japanese strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Akira Tozawa, a formidable pair to be sure. But what are their odds against Hawk and Animal?
Normally I'd say they got two chances, slim and none, but this particular team could very well give Hawk and Animal a run for their money. If Tex were here, he'd scream fire.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 556 pounds from Chicago, Illinois, they are Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
In the minds of many a wrestling fan, arguably the single greatest tag team that has ever laced up the boots, Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors, tag team champions everywhere they've ever competed. Absolutely an amazing pair. All high power, all power moves all the time, the Road Warriors. And they are going to be facing Shinsuke Nakamura and Akira Tozawa, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure.
Nakamura and Tozawa do have a slight speed advantage, so they better use it to keep the Road Warriors off their guard. They're not an average team, but neither are Hawk and Animal. Wonder how this one's gonna play out.
Alright, it's going to be Akira Tozawa and Road Warrior Hawk starting off in this Legends Division tag match, and it's going to be great. Charles Lucero sounds the bell. They come center ring. Hawk slams Tozawa down almost effortlessly. Tozawa countering with a pretty impressive arm drag, misses with the chop. Hawk put on the brakes. Tozawa counters with a chop. Hawk counters him with one. A jawbreaker from Tozawa and a kick right to the face of Road Warrior Hawk. He's not going to appreciate that. Whip to the opposing team's corner. Hawk finds his way out, gets a hold of Tozawa, pitches into the Road Warrior side of town. Tozawa counters, escapes the corner, gets a hold of Road Warrior Hawk. And we're playing tennis again as we try to go back and forth to opposing teams' corners. A kick to the back from Tozawa. Hawk with a running kick that takes Tozawa down. And now a series of hard lefts to the side of the head, followed up with a stop to the midsection. Road Warrior Hawk gathering up Akira Tozawa. A shot to the back of the head. He's got him by the scruff of the neck and escorting him to... Oh, here we go again. Tozawa escapes the hold. Doesn't want to go to the Road Warrior's corner, but look at this. Tries for the Hurricane Rana. Winds up getting powerbombed by Hawk. A stomp to the head. Road Warrior Hawk with a shoulder claw on Akira Tozawa. A painful move. And that's going to wear him down. There's a slam right down to the mat. Road Warrior Hawk really starting to open up, and Tozawa on the wrong side of that. Whoa, a headbutt from Road Warrior Hawk. He gathers Akira Tozawa back up again. Tozawa counters with the whip. They collide with no result. Tozawa one more time into the Road Warrior's corner, and one more time he don't want to go. Inverted DDT from Tozawa. Road Warrior Hawk catches a shot to the head. Akira Tozawa with a clothesline, follows it up with a second one. Hawk swings and misses and catches a kick right to the face from Akira Tozawa. Wow. You've got to be impressed with Akira Tozawa imposing his will on Road Warrior Hawk with an arm snap right there. Road Warrior Hawk gathered up again, delivers a knee to the face. Hawk rounds up Tozawa. One more time into the corner. And he's not getting out this time. The Road Warrior starts to really open up here with a set of blind tags and a whole bunch of stomping going on. Another blind tag to Hawk. And another set of boots to the chest for Akira Tozawa. Here comes Animal one more time, and they're gonna whip. Oh man, they whip Animal into the corner, and out comes Tozawa. Animal covers, hooks the leg. The referee right there. 1, 2, but only a near 2. Animal indicating to the fans that Tozawa ain't got a chance. Tozawa counters with an elbow. Look at this right here. Nice wraparound DDT to Animal. Akira Tozawa with a spin kick that drops Animal face first to the canvas. Road Warrior Animal rolls center ring. Tozawa covers. Look at this. 1, 2, almost a 2. Animal with way too much steam in the tank. Look at this. It's a pretty interesting submission move. Trying to wear down Road Warrior Animal, but Animal back up on one knee here. A hard shot to the gut and a beautiful toss from Animal. Tozawa trying to beat it out of town here, but no good. Whoa! Beautiful kick from Akira Tozawa. Animal rounded up. He puts on the brakes, slams Tozawa down to the mat. Into a Boston Crab. The referee second. Tozawa played out as Animal releases the hold, delivers a kick. Oh, man, Animal went down hard. Akira Tozawa playing mind games with Road Warrior Animal. There's a kick to the leg. A drop toe hold from Animal. Leaves Tozawa draped on the middle rope. Animal driving his knee into the upper back of Akira Tozawa, who may or may not want to consider tagging out at this point. Animal winds him up. Oh, man. Giant spin. And Akira Tozawa going to be very dizzy for a few seconds here. Down he goes as Animal rolls over, goes for the cover. 1. But Shinsuke Nakamura right there to break up the pin. Animal perhaps debating a high-risk maneuver, but changes his mind. A kick that stuns Animal but doesn't take him down. Tozawa whipped to the corner again. There's a big-time splash. Face down to the mat goes Akira Tozawa. And once more into the Boston Crab center ring with no ropes to get to. Referee Charles Lucera monitoring Akira Tozawa, who finds his way out of the hold. A kick to the back to Animal. Akira Tozawa gets his arm wound up, counters with a forearm that backs Animal off. Oh, Matt, whoa, did you see that one? Akira Tozawa doing a little bit of showing off here. Animal puts on the brakes, delivers a kick to the leg, gets a hold of Tozawa. Belly to belly suplex, and off he went. Road Warrior Animal rallying the fans here, and we got a lot of Road Warriors fans here in Hamilton. Tozawa with a forearm. A spinning punch, followed up with a stomp. Akira Tozawa goes behind, German suplex with a pin, but no, a near pin. Akira Tozawa rounds up Animal. Animal puts on the brakes. There's a clothesline, takes Tozawa down to the canvas, and oh, look at this. Here comes Road Warrior Hawk. Akira Tozawa still laid out, gets back up to his feet. Animal gets a hold of him. Hard whip to the far right corner. Another running splash to Tozawa. And he's taken all the heat so far. Shinsuke Nakamura not really participating all that much. Animal drives a knee into the mat. Akira Tozawa counters with another jawbreaker. Goes behind. Suplex with a pin here. 1, 2. Almost a 3. Wow. Akira Tozawa absolutely wowing the fans here, keeping the Road Warriors at bay. Hawk winds up the arm, snaps it. Tozawa counters again. Hawk whips him into the corner. Has him up. Snake eyes right into the top turnbuckle. Hawk. Oh, man, what an elbow. Taking Tozawa down again. Big time headbutt to Akira Tozawa. And again, for almost 8 minutes, it's been all Akira Tozawa. And he's been holding the Road Warriors off fairly well. Tozawa whipped to the Road Warrior corner. Here comes Road Warrior Animal on a double team. Uh-oh, here we go. The Doomsday Device. That has got to be it. Down goes Tozawa. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. But Shinsuke Nakamura saving the day for his partner and his team. Shown the door by Road Warrior Hawk as Animal catches an arm drag from Akira Tozawa. Tozawa with a basement DDT for Road Warrior Animal. Tozawa gathers him up again, a chop across the chest. Animal whips him out onto the apron. Brings him back in, draped over the top rope, clubbing right. Slamming Tozawa's face into the mat. Akira Tozawa makes his way back in. Now a little game of musical chairs between the two opponents. Spinning punch does not connect. Animal whips Tozawa to the Road Warrior's corner again. And here comes Road Warrior Hawk and another double team. Tozawa held up. Whoa! A kick to the side of the head and a sidewalk slam as Road Warrior Hawk assumes control for his team. Akira Tozawa catches a clothesline, catches a second, swings and misses into a power slam. Road Warrior Hawk gathers him up again. Here's a kick to the midsection to Akira Tozawa. Has him up over the shoulders. Look at this right here. Whoa! What a slam from Road Warrior Hawk. Tozawa making his way to his feet. Here's another kick to the gut from Animal. Tozawa whipped to the ropes. And a big-time powerbomb and a cover. One. And not just almost a two. Tozawa saving the match for his team again. Road Warrior Animal pitches him to the outside. Hawk catches a jawbreaker from Tozawa. A right that doesn't take him down. Hawk whipped to the opposing team's corner, puts on the brakes, delivers an elbow to the leg. Whoa, man! Tozawa went flying, sent by his throat from Road Warrior Hawk. Again, Hawk with the shoulder claw on Tozawa. And I don't know how he's still going after all this time without a tag to his partner. Road Warrior Hawk imposing his will on Akira Tozawa, who's got to be worn down by now. A series of hard right hands to the head from Road Warrior Hawk. Tozawa counters with a forearm. Hawk puts on the brakes, nails him with a right. Rounds him up. Rib breaker. Road Warrior Hawk facing. Turns Tozawa over. And once more drives the knee right into the canvas. A stomp to the midsection. When is Tozawa going to get tagged in here? Whoa, man, look at this. Gouging the face and yanking the head. That is it. He is tapping out. The Road Warriors have just defeated this tag team by submission. Let's go get the official time.
The time was 11 minutes and 14 seconds. And your winners, the Road Warriors.
So for anybody saying that Nakamura and Tozawa didn't have a chance, they just made it very hard for the Road Warriors. I mean, yes, Hawk and Animal won, but it was not an easy thing.
Nope, Tozawa and Nakamura were fast. They worked well as a unit, but hey, when Hawk tried to divorce Tozawa's head from his neck, well, there's not much you can do, except tap out. That was a solid tag match, with the Road Warriors scoring yet another win.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, Women's World Champion Dynamite Jeannie Parker in our main event against Mickie James in just a moment. Closing out tonight's Rage, a non-title ladies division match in which Mickie James, former TNA Knockouts champion, is set to go in a non-title bout one-on-one with the Queen, Dynamite Jeannie Parker.
Yeah, I love Jeannie Parker.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's non-title main event is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle from Nashville, Tennessee, here is Mickie James.
All right, well, Miss Mickie James coming into this non-title match with Dynamite Jeannie Parker with a win over Sister Golden Hair in her last matchup. And I don't know if that bodes well for Dynamite Jeannie Parker or not, but let's face it, Jeannie Parker seldom loses matchups.
Mickie James is a former champion in her own right. I mean, you know, she's going to definitely prove a challenge to Jeannie. But like you say, Jeannie doesn't lose a lot of matches.
Cooked up a real gem here, Myron. Jeannie D is at her very best against a challenging opponent. They're still talking about that match between she and Liberty Bell, which was an example of having a challenging opponent. I'm leaning towards Parker, obviously, but this isn't going to be a 5-minute squash against this former TNA Knockouts champion.
Her opponent, from Richmond, Virginia, she's an RWL Ladies Tag Trio Champion and the RWL Women's World Champion, the sexy soul sister of the squared circle, the Queen Dynamite, Jeannie Parker.
All done up in red, black, and green Pan-African colors, Jeannie Dynamite, the Women's World Champion, the top female star in RWL, enjoying a 7-year title run since July. And just wow, I mean, absolutely amazing. Nobody's ever done it, and I don't think anybody ever will.
It would take somebody very special, someone absolutely exceptional, that's on Jeannie Parker's level. To date, I don't think we've seen that so far.
Two top-notch stars, both of them eager to garner this particular win. Let's see which one does. As referee Walt Rothburn sounds the bell, they come center ring. Jeannie locks up Mickie James, gets a hold of her, has her up, drives a knee right into the head of Mickie James. Mickie James counters with a jawbreaker, backs Parker off, gets a hold of Jeannie Parker, winds up the arm, drops the leg on it. Mickie James moving right in right away, a flip over neck whip on the Women's World Champion. Jeannie Parker rounded up again by Mickie James, they lock up. Mickie countered into a back body drop by Jeannie. Jeannie rebounds off the bottom rope, fails to connect with that senton. Mickie James taking advantage of mistake, delivers a stomp to the shoulder. Parker whipped to the far right corner. Mickie James moving in right away. Look at this. Whoa! Gets her by the head and a Hurricane Rana out of the corner for Mickie James. Follows it up with a stomp to the midsection. And a rear chin lock. Possible submission. No, Jeannie Parker quickly finding her way out of that one. Slips out the back door, trips up Mickie James. Locks her up. Gets a hold of her by the trunks, has her all the way up for the suplex, but Mickie James with a little bit of a trick there. A shot to the back. Parker whipped over the top rope and out onto the floor. Mickie James gonna go right out after her as the referee initiates the count. Jeannie Parker shoves her down, moves in, rounds up Mickie James, gets a hold of her, has her up over the shoulder again. Mickie James finding her way out of danger, delivers a chop block to the knee of the Women's World Champion. Jeannie Parker rounded up again by Mickie James, collar and elbow, rolled back inside the ring, and here comes Mickie James. Jeannie Parker right back up on her feet. Jeannie again whipped to the far right corner by Mickie James. An elbow to the face, backs Mickie off. Jeannie Parker locks her up. Delivers a couple of knees right into the midsection. Mickie James now down on the canvas as Jeannie Parker starts going to work. Drives a knee right into the side of Mickie James' skull. Follows it up with a stomp to the face. Jeannie rounds her up. There's the hot kiss at the end of the wet fist. Wow. Down she went with that hard right hand. Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Up over the shoulders goes Mickie James. And right head first into the top turnbuckle. Down she goes into the corner. Jeannie Parker putting those boots to work here as she rebounds off the ropes, and a face wash for Mickie James. With those thigh-high boots too, huh? Wow. One arm slam from Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Mickie James starting to lose some serious ground here to the Women's World Champion. Jeannie all the way up on the top turnbuckle in the corner. And she's getting ready to sail. Here we go. Misses with the dropkick. Mickie James quickly behind her. Jeannie Parker counters with an elbow. Rebounds off the middle rope. Flying fist. Takes Mickie James back down again. And this one's getting away from Mickie pretty quick. Jeannie Parker with another one-arm slam on Mickie James. James rounded up again by Parker. Another knee right to the head. Look at this, Jeannie Parker bobbing and weaving like Muhammad Ali. Drives a knee, and another, and another, and another right into the chest of Mickie James. Jeannie Parker apparently done fooling around here. Drives another knee into her head. And Mickie James rapidly losing ground here. She's going to have to do something really miraculous. Mickie right back up on her feet. And whoa, beautiful tilt-the-world DDT from Mickie James, the former TNA Knockouts champion. Gets a hold of Jeannie Parker. Vertical suplex. Well executed. Jeannie Parker counters with a kick to the head. Gets a hold of Mickie James. Whoa! Whoa, what a clothesline. Mickie James seeing stars after that one. Jeannie Parker slammed down to the canvas. Jeannie Parker returning the favor and then driving a knee into the lower back. Jeannie Dynamite with a hard right spins Mickie James around. Trap squeeze. Jeannie Parker blocking the flow of blood to the brain of Mickie James, and she is starting to fade down on her knees. Her arms have gone slack, and that is it. Down she goes. Could be the end right here. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, almost a near fall. So close yet so far. Mickie James still in the game. Here comes the split. Oh, the split leg drop does not connect. Mickie James quickly getting out of the way. Starts going to work, delivering lefts and rights to the women's world champion. A double shot to the midsection, a slap to the face. And Mickie James. Look at this. Parker puts on the brakes before being pitched outside. Mickie James whips her to the far right corner instead. Moves in on Parker. Turns her around, smashes her head into the turnbuckle. Mickie James with a series of lefts and rights to the midsection of Jeannie Parker and a series of short staccato kicks right to the midsection of Jeannie Parker. The women's world champion down on the canvas again as Mickie James tries to regain control of this match. A series of lefts and a stomp to the midsection. Jeannie Dynamite rounded up again. Mickie James whips her over the top rope out onto the floor. Mickie James backing up a couple of steps here as the referee starts the count. Parker back up to a standing position here. Rolls herself back inside the ring. Gets a hold of Mickie James. Whips her to the ropes. Mickie puts on the brakes, delivers a kick to the midsection, and a spin kick that takes Parker down to the canvas. Dynamite Jeannie Parker rounded up again, a kick to the gut. Here we go. Mickie James setting it up. Boom, there's that DDT that she does so well. There's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Another near fall in this matchup, but Jeannie Parker getting that left shoulder up just in the nick of time. A kick to the midsection from Mickie James. Mickie rounds Parker up again. Locks her up. Hard whip to the ropes. Whoa, a collision with no result. Jeannie Parker gets a hold of her, has her up over the shoulders, takes a little walk with her, drops her head first into the turnbuckle, and down goes Mickie James. Again, Jeannie Parker with that series of machine gun knees to the chest of Mickie James. Parker rounds her up slow, hard shot to the gut, another, a third shot, a fourth shot, and a forearm to the head. And now a series of driving knees in the far right corner to Mickie James. Jeannie Parker follows that up with another couple of stomps and kicks. Now the boots to the chest of Mickie James, applying all her weight, all the way up and back down, double knees right to the chest. Jeannie Parker doing a little bitty bomb here. Jeannie again taking herself to the top. She's gonna fly. Here we go. Boom goes the Dynamite double boot stomp into the midsection of Mickie James. Parker with another one-arm slam on Mickie James. Rebounds off the bottom rope, fails to connect with the senton. Mickie James out of the way just in time. A stomp to the face of Dynamite Jeannie Parker. Mickie James gouging the face of Jeannie Dynamite. Trying to regain control of this one. And Parker's been pretty dominant. Look at this. Takes her down. Goes behind on Mickie James. Sets it up. Try for the straitjacket, but no. Catches another DDT from Mickie James. Mickie moves in. Catches another kick from Parker. Parker catches a shot from Mickie. A slap to the face. Jeannie Parker on the ropes as Mickie James goes in for the attack here. Look at this choking. Jeannie Parker with the top rope. A hard right from James. A slap. She gets a hold of Parker. Escorting her towards the corner, head first into the turnbuckle goes Jeannie Parker. Mickie James sets it up, gets a hold of Jeannie Parker, and here we go. Another Hurricane Rana out of the corner for the Women's World Champion. A series of stomps from Mickie James. James rounds up Parker. Parker quickly counters. Catches another kick from Mickie James, another slap, and she's going to get pretty tired of that. Mickie James torturing the arm of Jeannie Parker across the top rope. Now delivers a series of rights. Follows that up with another stomp to the midsection. Goes back in again, and now a series of lefts. Followed up with yet another stomp to the gut. Hard kick to the back from Mickie James. Jeannie counters with a kick to the head, back up on her feet. Rounds up Mickie James. Mickie James counters with a kick to the leg, another slap to the face. A kick to the midsection. Oh, here we go. There's that beautiful pendulum DDT. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg again, but too close to the ropes. The mile-long legs of Jeannie Parker saving the day once more. Another series of lefts and rights sets up for the Hurricane Rana and nails it. As Jeannie Parker starts to lose a little bit of ground here to Mickie James, which we expected to happen. Snap mare. A rebound off the ropes and a kick to the face that doesn't connect. Jeannie Parker quickly out of the way. Both ladies missed their moves there. Mickie James takes Parker down to the canvas. Mickie turns her over. Center ring. Basement drop kick to the back. Followed up with a kick to the back. And Mickie James starting to regain control of things here in this matchup. The momentum starting to shift to her side slowly but steadily. Another series of mounted lefts. Followed up with another stomp to the midsection. And Mickie James really starting to light things up here against the Women's World Champion Parker. Rounded up again. Misses with the spin kick. Jeannie Parker nails her with a clothesline. Jeannie Dynamite. Here it goes. The split leg drop. And that could be the end right there. As Parker rolls her over, covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That is indeed the end. Jeannie Dynamite putting a wrap on this one over Mickie James by pinfall. Let's go get the official time.
The time was 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Your winner, Dynamite, Jeannie Parker.
That puts the cap on tonight's main event, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamite Jeannie Parker picking up a win after a grueling matchup against Mickie James.
That's how it is, though. When you're at the top, the challenges get bigger. The matches get tougher to win. But Jeannie Dynamite is keeping up with the rigors of being at the top of the ladies' division.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we've got for this week's edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank all of you for joining us and supporting RWL as you do. Our next RWL telecast will fall Thursday, August 24th, when we'll present RWL Championship Wrestling. Snarl will return this Saturday as usual. For all of us here at RWL Rage, I've been Don Hickson saying thanks, and we'll see you at ringside. See you next time.